Hey folks, how are we doing? I'm stood just above Robin Hood's Bay, which you can see behind me. I've literally finished yesterday my coast to coast walk, 200 miles across the country. And I thought what I'd do now that I'm here, I'm done, is have a quick chat with you guys about the main insulation jacket that I used during my time on the trail. To be fair, most of it was very sunny, but then the last few days it's been really overcast. It's been actually quite chilly, especially in the wind, and then obviously camping, if you don't get to shower you get chilled. So I thought I'd have a chat about this. This is my Patagonia Nano Puff jacket. Very popular backpacking jacket. It's actually kind of the pioneer for synthetic insulation. Now when I say synthetic, I mean it's not down. So what's really great about this stuff is it maintains its warmth when it gets wet. But we'll have a talk about that in a minute. So I thought I'd just run through some of the main features, the pros and cons of this jacket, although I'm really not sure I have that many cons, and just kind of leave you to make a conclusion as to whether or not this is the right jacket for you. It can be quite hard to find on the market now. It's slowly phasing out, mostly as Patagonia introduce newer technologies. But there's some stuff I just love about this company, their ethics and ethos, that we'll have a chat about as well. So to begin with then, it retails at just under £200. So I think I managed to get mine for about 170. I did order it, but also I did try before I buy. So I found one in a store, I tried it, I liked it, I bought one online, cheaper. So definitely shop around if you decide this is the right jacket for you. What's really cool about this is it comes in the hoodie version, which is this, or actually as a jacket. So if you wanted one without a hood, maybe because you're planning on layering up a lot and you don't just want to be like macho man, then potentially look at getting the non-hoodie version. But there's loads and loads of colours. The one thing about this colour, it seems to attract lots of little bugs. There's been these black beetles that have been flying around during my time on the trail, and they're just attracted to this, and my roll mat, which is the same colour. So it's not that ideal for that sort of sense, but that was not anticipated. I did not plan that. So that's just a side note there. That could potentially be a con. If you think bugs will be attracted to you, then maybe get a different colour. So it retails, as I said, just under £200, and this is supposed to be a really lightweight jacket. So I think it weighs just over 300 grams. This is the small, the medium's about 360 grams. Now that's not the lightest out there anymore, especially for weight to insulation ratio, but it's certainly pretty decent, especially if you just like this jacket. Talking about insulation then, so this is Primaloft. It's 60 grams worth of Primaloft. It's all held in place through this sort of brick design, which keeps it all stitched and equally dispersed around the body. Sometimes you get the strips and the ribs on different jackets, but this one they've gone for the brick design. And what I love about the external and internal features of the jacket is it's 100% recycled polyester. So Patagonia have been using recycled polyester since 1993. They're the forerunners for that, as well as synthetic insulation. And I just think that's fantastic, because as outdoor people, I think we need to certainly be considerate of our impact on the environment, and also the products and their impact on the environment. So Patagonia have their Footprint Chronicles thing that they do, where basically they're just looking to promote fair working practices and environmental sustainability. So if you're buying a Patagonia product, you know that it's going to be fair and safe and kind to the environment. And I think that's absolutely crucial, because we all have that responsibility as people who enjoy the natural world. So the outer and the inner is made of 100% recycled ripstop polyester. It's got a DWR, so a durable water repellency finish. So if you get caught in like a little bit of rain potentially, or drizzle, then it's going to just bead off, which is great. But I certainly wouldn't recommend getting this soaking wet. But the nice thing about it is you can get it soaking wet and still maintain some of your warmth. In fact, 98% of your warmth. Whereas if you were using down, you would get cold if that got wet. So this can get wet, you can dry it out, you don't need to stress out that much. As with all outdoor gear, it certainly requires a bit of care. But the nice thing to know is that because it's synthetic, you can get it wet and still stay warm and not have to panic that you've ruined your expensive piece of kit. So then the main features then also of this jacket, we have one kind of main zip on the front, which is your access. There is no bottom zip, so you can't undo that there. It's only from the top. The sheep are going crazy behind me. And behind this then we got a little storm baffle, which is crucial because the zip is a weak point for the wind to get in, so that's just going to insulate you and protect you from the elements that little bit more if you're out on a blustery day like today, or certainly higher up and you're getting blustery as well. Then we got two hand warmer pockets. So these are really nice size. You can easily fit a phone in there. You could potentially even squeeze an OS map in there. They're certainly quite sizable, and they've just again got this YKK zip on the side, which you do up and undo. Great, that's what zips are for. Then internal here on the left hand side, mine's already undone, we have a chest pocket. So just to show you the size, got my phone here, pop that in, again, easily fits in there. You can fit a GPS in there, you can fit batteries in there, loads of stuff. It's close to your body, it's gonna stay warm. Just a little zip, so if you've got gloves, you might wanna just tie a little toggle onto that, but you can do that one up. And what's really great is this actually doubles as a stuff sack. You can see me putting the jacket in the stuff sack here. You just basically turn it inside out and ram it all in there. Personally, I never use that because if I'm carrying my jacket, it'll be in my rucksack, and then if it's in my rucksack, I'll just shove it in a hole somewhere. That's what's really great about this kind of fabric and technology, is you can just ram it in somewhere, fill up a hole, and not have to worry about where it's going to go in terms of bulk. So that's kind of the main pocket features. On the bottom then, we've got just one-sided drawcord, which helps just keep that nice and close to your body, so it's not going to rise up. It's really good with this jacket. You can see I've got articulated shoulders and armpit areas as well. It does rise up a little bit on me, which is a shame, but generally the fit's good. And you know, I don't use this for climbing, so I'm not really reaching up. In fact, most of the time I'm burdened under a rucksack strap, so it's okay, it works fine for me. And then the other thing then is it's got what we call an under hood, or an under helmet hood. So whereas a lot of jackets are designed to go on the top of the helmet, this one goes underneath. So you put it like that, you can see it fits nice and closely to my head. I can do it up and I'm protected with my chin. I've got this nice piece of fabric there which is just closely and soft against my skin. And then let's just pretend this was a helmet, because this is basically my helmet. Ram it on there, sorted. You don't get this in an everyday review. So that's what it's designed for. So you can keep it underneath your helmet. It's going to just help really maintain that warmth, lock in that heat, keep you nice and insulated. And to be honest, folks, that's pretty much the main features. The cuffs on the wrist, you've not got any thumb loops or anything there, which actually I would really like. I really like being able to just do that, pull everything in, get nice and warm, but I can't do that, and I'm not exactly going to cut a hole in this. It's just a piece of elasticated fabric, but thankfully it's not so tight that if you need to roll up your sleeves, you can do that, which is great, because some of them are so tight that you can't. So what I would really encourage you to do if you're looking at this jacket is definitely, first of all, have a look at the other products that Patagonia offer. They have down versions, they have hybrid versions, which are synthetic and kind of just elasticated stuff to allow for more breathability, because that is one of the main issues with this jacket. I wouldn't really call it a performance piece of kit. If you're going to sweat in this, it's probably going to just stay stuck in you. It's not crazy breathable. But that does mean the wind doesn't get in as much, so it's pros and cons really. So have a look at other Patagonia products and then also shop around. I know North Face have got some other sort of very competitive pieces of equipment, but if ethics and sustainability and just awareness of the natural world is important to you, then I would definitely stick with Patagonia, because that's what they're all about. They're all about the people and the environment. So, and that's something I'm extremely passionate about, as you can tell. So that's all I have to say. So this is the Patagonia Nano Puff jacket. I love it. I'm really happy with this purchase. It's seen me perfectly throughout the spring, summer, autumn seasons. The next thing for me to do is just see how it fares in the winter seasons, what I'm going to partner it up with, and it's definitely one of my favourite things in my whole backpacking kit. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, stay wild.